What's going on, YouTube? My name is Ty with the Dividend Stock King with another video. Today I will talk about, real briefly, before I begin, I'm not getting financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please consult one for your retirement and investing needs. In this video, I want to talk about the importance of a retirement. Now, I'm seeing a lot of videos, a lot of shows talk about older people moving in together to save on money. There was a guy in New York City who moved in with another guy in a 800 square foot apartment. He pay half, he pays the other to save some money. I've seen videos of older people, they're like 54, 56, well, not that old, but they have nothing in retirement. I have nothing in savings. I have nothing in retirement. You see these people, older people, 62. Man, I have nothing in retirement. I didn't save not one dime. And I'm guessing back then they didn't have the internet and technology we do today. So when I see these stories, when I see these older people who don't have nothing in retirement, who don't have no brokerage account, nothing, no investments, while they're working when they're younger, it does hurt. It does hurt them because most of them just have Social Security, and it's not enough. With inflation, it's not enough. So my message to everyone in this video is this, and we need to buck the trend. We all need a retirement account. Now, a lot of people don't. I'm not a fan of the 401k. I hate the rules of the 401k. But we all need retirement. We all need something to save while we're working in our 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. While you get a paycheck every 2 weeks, we take a little bit, $35, $40, $50, and put it into an account. It doesn't matter which path you go. But when you start taking $40, $50, $25, and putting that money into an account that grows over time, that we can access it when we're older, 59 and a half, whatever. We all need to do that. And we need to also, because I don't want more people who are in their 40s going through the same thing. They have no retirement. They have no retirement, right? So my message is this. Let's start setting up a retirement account. There's plenty of apps you could invest in, $20, $30. It grows over time. Like Acorns account. Like there's Acorns, there's Fundrise that invests in real estate. There's Fidelity, there's Robinhood, there's apps out there where you can invest your money into a brokerage account, something you can hold long term. Also, on top of that, we need to teach our children the same thing. If you got young children, if you got a teenager, you need to teach your children, combined with about financial literacy, to start an investment account. Because we all know the sooner you start, the better. If you start at 15 and you got a Roth IRA and you're working, that's the best that you can set up. Now, I'm not a big fan of retirement accounts because the rules are not in your favor. But I say at the time, I don't want to be one of these older people who don't have nothing in retirement, have no savings. So not only you start your retirement account, and I suggest a Roth IRA, and put in money, but push your children to start one as well. If you have a kid living with you now who works, set it up for them. Explain what it is. Set it up for them. So at least they have that. At least they'll have something. Now, I will do a brokerage and a retirement account, but that's just me. But have them have something. They need something to invest in, right? They need something. They can't go out in this world and have nothing to invest, right? They don't want to be a 65-year-old person and they have nothing in retirement, nothing. They're out back. They have to work, right? So I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that for my family. So I make sure that my boys have a 529. They have a brokerage account, and when they start making earned income, when they have earned income, the first thing they do with that paycheck is set up a Roth IRA, set up a savings account, and contribute money into the brokerage account. Now, I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $5, $10. It's the point of getting started. So when they get a job with a 401k attached to it, they'll have a 401k, they'll have a Roth IRA, and a brokerage account, and a savings account. They're set up for success. So these videos are kind of heartbreaking seeing these older people. I know older people today in my family, personally, who only have Social Security. If they have Social Security, they would have nothing. They'd be homeless because they didn't save and again, I give them a kind of a pass because they didn't have the internet. Well, I saw a pass because it had been around for almost, 30 years now. So they could have done some research. But again, they didn't grow up with the investment mindset. They didn't have the asset we do today. So I'm telling you, from this day forward, we all need to have a retirement account. Now, if you have a 401k at your job today and it's look great, I would suggest you add a Roth IRA with it, right? Because I'm not a tax professional, but I believe you pay the taxes when you're 59 and a half, and you start withdrawing that money, it will be taxed. The Roth IRA grows tax-free. So I'd rather you want more buckets in retirement. You don't want to rely on one income source. You want to have 3 or 4. So for example, I have a brokerage account. I have a brokerage account, which in the brokerage account, I can cash out dividends now. I have a Roth IRA. I have a 401k. Now I believe that everyone should have a 3-legged stool, which is the old school terminology, is they have 3 income sources for retirement. So that could be, now I don't consider Social Security as a leg because they're saying Social Security be gone in 20, 30 years. So for me, I make sure that I have a Roth IRA, a brokerage account, and a 401k. My wife and I are also paying down our house. It'll be done in a year and a half, so pay it off. And that'll be a rental property, and that also could be an income stream. So you see where my mind is going with it. I have a paid up house, now I can rent and get income. So you see what my mindset is. The taxable brokerage account could pay all the household bills. The Roth, because my Roth is all in dividends, ETFs, and stocks. That could be growing at a fast pace because the dividends I receive my Roth is reinvested and get more shares, and it grows tax-free. And I have rental property that I can rent and make money. So I have a 401k. So I have 4 things. I don't include Social Security, but I have 4 things in retirement compared to the older people today who have nothing. So push come to shove, let's just have a retirement account that is responsible, that you can rely on, and you need to start today. If you're working, and you need to start something today. And I said in all my videos, if you have a Roth IRA and a brokerage account, you are ahead of 80% of people. So get those 2 things set up, and also teach our kids the same thing. Let's break this trend of not having nothing in retirement. Let's make sure our children, our children, and your lineage have retirement accounts, brokerage accounts, and investments. Hell, one more piece of advice before I go. If you have a house today, and if you own a house today, how about we work to pay it off? How about we send money to the principal and pay it off faster? So when you hit retirement, you could just you know, you have a mortgage payment no more. How about that? If you're 40 years old today and you've been in your house for like 5 years, you know, if you start sending money to your mortgage payment today, your principal payment, you can about pay it off wait for 9.5. So you're not paying a mortgage for the house. It's paid off. And that would drastically reduce the money that you need. So that's another tip for people who have a home, have a house. Let's start paying it down. Now, you're married, it's a double bonus because both y'all can start paying the mortgage. But what are your thoughts are? Leave it in the box below. Thanks for watching.